Good day, traders. Welcome to another episode of Nirvana Live, where price action is our language and precision is our watchword. And today, we'll be looking at what we have for intraday plays on different assets from commodities, currencies, and some other stocks. And then we'll be looking at fundamentals from Forest Factory, macro data to be released. And without wasting much of our time, let's pan towards the charts and also the Forest Factory. So to begin with, let's look at what's happening on Forest Factory. We have different macro data to be released, and I'm very sure they already released. Okay, for let's see, let's share this. Let me share my screen with you guys now. Few minutes. Okay, just released right now for USD average hourly earnings month to month, non-farm employment change. So this is looking at this reading. This is a positive one for the USD. The unemployment rate is not looking good for USD and this one as well. So definitely we have mixed signals, volatility across USD pairs on charts. So let's look at what's happening on chart two. So let's begin our day in that order. So this is what's happening on chart right now. This is gold charts. For the most part of the day, it's been earlier in the morning. Gold had a serious decline in price. Okay, there was a surge from last night after a decline, and between the day there was a decline as well, and not until a few hours ago. So a new momentum to the upside, and currently gold is respecting these fib levels, serving as a demand zone. Looking at the chart, you can see consecutive weeks around the Bollinger and the 75.1% fib level, and it's reacting nicely. So, are we going to continue to see a surge in price for gold or a decline due to the data that just been released? In the meantime, we just have to be patient to see where. So earlier there was a confirmation for a buy to the upside, and due to the fundamental coming out, I decided to close my trade. So right now, this was happening. Okay, let's see what we can do from here. Let's see if it can be an opportunity. And okay, from here, a retracement, more like a pullback due to the fundamental that just dropped. You can see the momentum and it's respecting. So this is the 5 minutes chart, and this is what we have. So we have to be patient on days like this where we have macro data that we so we don't just get caught right at it. So looking at the chart, this is simply what we have. And gold is moving in the other. So still respecting the zone. As you can see, this is serving as a support, resistance initially, but right now it's looking like it's becoming a support because looking at this, there's a rejection, and gold is currently bullish. There is a bullish momentum right now. They didn't even give any confirmation for entry, just pulling up immediately. So take a look at this, surging nicely, and you might as well get price might as well get to the close of this momentum before our time frame. Let's look at the markup region. This is 4,122. That's an ideal zone to look out for because there's space for sample of completion. So price can actually move in and get to this bolivar. So that should be our take profit for those that are currently. Yeah. So it's been on the rise, surging nicely and moving fine. So let's look at other pairs, Euro USD. Now take a look at this. So Euro USD, this is simply saying the fundamentals that you stop and are not in support. Like it's not favorable for the dollar. Simply put, this is why we have euro up against the USD. So remember, we had like three datas, and I think two of it were negative for the USD. One was positive. So I think the two negative weighs more than just one single positive. So I think that's the result of what we are having right now. Let's GBP USD as well. Now take a look at what's happening in the chart. This is a strong bullish momentum. So across all pairs, I think let's see what was happening on USD. I think USD should be down. Well, companies are doing fine. It's not affected. Now let's look at BTC USD. BTC is still moving around, still there. USD JPY. USD is down, like it's falling against the Japanese yen. Looking at this chart. So, oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. So the USD JPY is down against the US dollar is down against the Japanese yen. This is the US JPY chart, as you can see. So the fundamental is affecting. So that's why it's important to have an understanding of fundamentals because they are also part of what informs our decision. Sometimes while you are in trade, you can decide to close your trade because of the fundamental that is coming probably some time down to according to the forest calendar. So you just have to stay clear, be on the sidelines to see how the events pans out. So right now you can see what's happening in the chart for USD pairs. USD is currently down against major currency, major pairs. Look at this. GBP USD means GBP is up against USD. So same as Euro USD, same as gold. XAU is up against the dollar. So right now it's not good. It's not looking favorable for the USD currency, the US currency, the US dollar. So let's for now we can just be on the sidelines so we see how let the dust settle so before you decide to jump in any trade. But for those that are actively trading, you still currently trade, give opportunity for re-entry here for a pushback up. We're not in a rush, we just examine the charts as it plays out. GBP. Let's look at some other pairs. We have USD card. Let's see what that is doing as well. So USD card is again USD is declining heavily against major pairs and even minor pairs. So look at the charts. This is simply crazy volatility currently going on right now. But still, you can be having a retracement for this one for an opportunity to buy back because what goes up and what comes down definitely go up and down respectively. So this is USD card. Let's see where we can come in. So here's the card for our complete stuff. Looks like we've been having an opportunity here. It's been up, not until the news popped up. So let's see where we can come in on this one. So, yeah, we see I have space to the upside for daily. There's a break of structure here above the midline. A space to the upside. It's possible that price still pushes to the linger. So don't rule the opportunity of a buy continuation. So let's plot this fib accordingly. From here, we'll be looking at price to get here because there seem to be like confirmations on here, a confluence here, the mid Bollinger and then the first fib, the 38.2% fib level. So we'll be looking at the lower time frame, like probably the 1 hour, the 15, and then the 5 minute to see if we can get confirmation somewhere there. So this is what the chart looks like. We'll be looking at an opportunity around here. So let me go back to the 4 hour time frame. So this is what I'm looking at. There's confluence here, making that region a very strong support level, and on the lower time frame, let's look at the 15 minutes time frame. This is where it is at, and there's a possibility that price will trace into this level and then somehow gives us confirmation here. So you don't have to be in a rush. Be patient enough for price to come to you. Also, let's look at okay, this is 0 GBP. This is coming from the week, and this is what we have on chart currently. So chart that I got a few days ago. So we have a reaction here. So Euro GBP is looking like a good pair to consider and see how the reaction is at the end of the day. Let's look at the lower time frame and see how it's playing out. Okay, this is the lower time frame. So this is what's happening in the lower time frame. This is the lower time frame. This is what's happening in the lower time frame. Are we going to wait for a double confirmation, more like a confirmation of the confirmation? And here we are. Here, 1 hour, 1 minute. So maybe we can have a double confirmation here. Then we shoot to the upside. So be at alert for Euro GBP. Pan through the Euro GBP charts to see where you can come in here. wait for candle confirmation that is a bullish pin, bullish engulfing before you can decide to jump in on the buy. Euro GBP, yes, Euro GBP. This is what the chart looks like. So this is the broader look, the 1 hour time frame, intraday play. This is what I'm envisioning. A reaction here and then back to the upside. And then we have what's happening to BTC. BTC has been on a decline. This is what the chart looks like. So this is the low for BTC. So let's look at what we have for BTC. This is price has been on the decline for quite a number of days now, weeks. Same time. So for today, it has been pulling up nicely. It's been on the rise, like a recovery. So let's look at it vividly. So we don't just jump in. So this is what the day has been like. Today has been bullish, and we can only, for an intraday trader, let's see. Does this look ripe? No, it doesn't look ripe because there seems to be like a space to the downside, even when we have fib here, and then this is another support level coinciding with the mid Bollinger. That's the 61.8% fee level until a price action is formed properly before we can consider a buy to the upside. If not, we're not going to take the trade. It's 5 minutes, it's 15 minutes. So for BTC, this is what it's looking like. So it looks like on the 1 hour there's no circle of completion, so I'm not going to rush this one for BTC. So I'm not looking at it. US 30, okay, 1 hour. They play out nicely. Let's see. This is where it started declining before it surged. Now look at this. This is US 30. Look at this zone now. This zone where it's bounced off from. Look at this. Corresponded nicely. Look at this. There's an overlap of mid Bollinger and the 50% fib level, giving that zone a very strong support level. And then what happened? There was a push to the upside, and then we have a continuous pull to the upside. So US 30, get lower time frame to see how it played out there. So this is it on lower time frame. So this is what happened. Price retraced a little, and then this was the first confirmation. This was when it reacted to the 38% fee, 38.2% fee level. Yes, so and then retraced and then gave a second confirmation, then thereby forming a divergence here, and then pull to the upside. So this already left. I hope you're taking notes. Looking at this chart now, price got here, it started retracing into the fib level, coinciding with the Bollinger, and then gave a second test of the 50% fib level, thereby forming a double bottom and then push hard to the upside. That was a clear signal. If you had entered here or entered at the break of the neckline, this zone, yes, and then SL somewhere here, we have retraced a little and then push up. So looking at this was the right setup for an entry. We were late to the party. It didn't play out live while we're here, but this definitely is a good setup. So again, price reacted, rejected the 38.2% level. Because you're not so sure, you can decide to wait for a second confirmation. And then while waiting for the second confirmation, price reacted to the 50% fib level and thereby forming a double bottom, a divergence, and then it picked up. So US 30 bullish on intraday, in play. And what do you have next? We have GBP So this GBP this is a chart for 1 hour time frame. Okay, let's look at the broader outlook. Okay, this has been bullish. This is what happened here. Okay, it was bullish for quite a number of. Well, this is the daily chart. Let's look at the 1 hour and see how it's been like. So, for the most part of today, it has been bullish, and this is the 20th. Okay, this is 19th. This is 20th. This started here, and then ever since it's been bullish. Now let's take a look at where price started surging from during the day. It started here, and then it got here for a notice of a subsiding price. That's a retracement, and then it pulled back to some certain level before it's pushed back up. Now look at this. It pulled back down here, and on the 61.8% fee level. If you're looking at this, okay, reacted here, but for precision, I would have loved for price to come again and react to give a very good confirmation on the 75 since it reacted here on 61, the third level. So I would have been waiting for it to retrace in the game to the 75 to give us a divergence to be confident enough to enter the trade to the upside, but it didn't. So sometimes in this type of situation, I might miss it and I might not, due to the fact that it didn't give me the second confirmation. So I might miss this one, but it's a good setup overall. A bullish candle formation on the 5 minutes time frame and along the 61% fib level. And look at this, look at how the price reacted. It went straight up. JPY, a very good setup if you were following the chart and if you have the basic understanding of how we trade here at Newman Trading Academy. What we do is we identify trends and we try to jump on the bus when we get an opportunity that is a retracement or pullback. It could be a bearish trend, it could be a bullish trend. So just identify the trend on the 1 hour time frame, the dominant one, the current trend, and try to see if you can plot the fib accordingly, give you an opportunity to enter along the demand or the supply zone, that is the fib levels, serving as an indicator for where there are possible demand and supply zones. So to trade like us, to be a part of Iran Trading Academy, you can sign up on Trade 24/7, our partner broker, and be a part of this profitable community. It's live on the screen, the QR code, you can scan it and see how it goes. Also, let's look at USD JPY. So looking at this, I told you maybe it's giving us an opportunity for a re-entry. So now look at what's happening on the chart. Today started here. There was a bullish surge from here, looking at the chart. And then when the news came out, okay, price got here, and news came out, it declined heavy, and now it gave a rejection along the 61 and the 75.1% fib level. And here we are, price is surging hard. So that's crazy volatility. You might as well miss it, but let's allow the dust to settle. So before we can decide to do anything. So the most important thing is to know how to plot your fibs and how to go about it. Today is the third day, the fifth day, fourth day of the week, and a whole lot has happened in the last few days. GBP USD, this is definitely a big one. Started surging here, price got here, retraced, and then push heavy, as you can see. But this wouldn't have given. Okay, let's see. So it was fast. It was definitely fast. We might have not, you know, got the move, but definitely it respected the zone. Again, Euro USD still in play. Same idea, same ideology, same approach. So just look at the 1 hour. Let's see what is happening here. This is not looking clear to me. It's not looking clear. This is a bearish trend all along. This is a bearish trend. Let's look at the 1 hour. This is a bearish trend, definitely. So, 20th of November today, price started declining here, and before the news, price got here. The news here, and as you can see, there is retracement reacting to this fib level and the volume serving as a very strong resistance zone to the upside, resisting price from moving to the upside. Is that it? We'll get to know over time. Let's look at the 5 minutes time frame and see how it's been playing out. This is the 5 minutes time frame, and yeah, price is here, reacted here. Are we going to get the continuation to the upside? You just have to allow the dust to settle. This is a very delicate moment of today. The fundamental just drop, and people are reacting to it. Volumes on this side, volumes on the other side, buyers and sellers tussling and bustling. So, so gold is still here. Gold is still here, hovering around, and we are expecting some magic. So this is what the chart for gold looks like. Really looking at the chart for some time. Yesterday seemed like a pullback. As you can see, there was a really short days ago. It's pulled back, and got a reaction here at the last peak level, and we believe it's been reacting, pushing up steady. Probably giving us an opportunity for a re-entry here. Let's see. Okay, price reacted to the 50% level of the new volume. So we try to see if we can jump into the upside. So we at the last look at the price action for good entry. So right now, I'm patient enough for price to retrace, pull back into this zone to see if I can get an opportunity for a price continuation. That's what I'm looking at right now. So this is good. I'm expecting a retracement go up to this zone, to this zone here, and see if we can get an opportunity for a continuation to the upside. Yeah, looking at this chart right now, the 50% feed level and the bowling gap coincide with overlapping, and that's signaling a very strong region for a buy. That is a very strong demand zone. On the left of the screen, you can definitely see that this zone might as well become a support. Initially, it was a resistance, but it was broken earlier. Look at it, it was broken earlier to the upside, and now we're having an opportunity to see if it can continue to the upside. Yeah, so you have to be patient to see if that's a correct analysis, if our analysis is going to be valid or invalidated. So we're patient for it to play out. The division currently happening in Nigeria is not looking good. But as usual, we are approaching the 2027 election. Divide and rule is the whole idea. But that's that for them. I hope it doesn't affect those that are actively seeking how to be profitable, how to live our best lives. We're still here. Euro GBP is what we have on the screen for Euro GBP. That's the Euro GBP charts, and I need a very good confirmation. So this is a full bullish candle, and as well have RSI somewhere below, and then you ride uh, trade to the upside. Looking at the 1 hour, it should be active profit with the eyes of the day somewhere here. So SL to take profit. This is SL. So this is like 2.288. That's about 2288. Calculating that, that's definitely going to give us 1 to 5. Yes. So this is probably the time to buy the Euro GBP SL just below this zone, and then take profits at the top, recent high, or possibly Trade is not looking. Yeah, that's how I sell, and then our profits should be here. Here, we test here. Anytime. So, the very good news to reward 1 to 5 for Euro GBP. If you want to reach some and gain some, you can as well look in that direction. Euro GBP is looking fine for a buy to upside. So we have BTC. This is what BTC is like. It is not looking really, really solid, but at the same time, you just have to understand price action. So this is what this is like currently. And then it's giving a buy for a possible entry back upside. So what's on 1 hour, so space here, then again, so I'm not confident with the BTC trade. So over that, US 30, this one left us earlier, but we can still jump on it. Let's see where we're coming because it's been surging and just best for us is for us to see where we're going. So looking at this chart, so for US 30, you can be looking close. We have the Bollinger here, we have the 50% fib level, anything can happen from here. So price action is what matters. Look for a bullish candle formation here and then decide to buy. And that's for US 30. GP, GPY left us earlier, but there seems to be like a consolidation here. So let's take a note of JPY. Yeah. This one too as well left us earlier, same as this. USD. More to the upside, definitely. This is a bullish trend already. So gold, yeah, I think you respected that zone. Yeah, maybe you can still get a retracement, proper retracement, but if not, then it might push to the upside. So this is what gold is looking like. So are we going to say it respected this zone and it's about to leave us? Maybe, but that's that for gold. Just keep an eye. I think it's pushing, gold is pushing the upside. That definitely gave us an entry here. So to the upside for gold. So take profit to be in the eyes of the day. So take notes. This zone. Let's take note. 4127. That's a region to look out for. Yeah. Gold is solid and moving nicely from that zone. Although it didn't really touch it, but yeah, it allowed us to jump in, but we wanted it to come to us properly. But right now, maybe it left us, price left us, but ideally, that was the best thing to do. Allow for price to come to that zone, give you a confirmation candle, and then push. It did, but it didn't do it fully. To some extent, look at where it got to while it was retracing. Probably we should have entered here, you know, impulsively, we should have entered and then SL here, and by now, good profit. Crazy. So, as you can see, you need to understand how the Fibonacci fan works. You need to understand how to tweak it while on charts. You need to understand how to use it on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for an intraday play. So our office is located at number 3 Micah Kibo Jabi Abuja, working majestically and request that you want to be the best trader in Africa. Court finds out Nnamdi guilty, says his offense carries death or life in prison. Tough one. So, truly, I hope it doesn't go south for the nation from here. But everything is under control. The real estate picked up from here, as you can see, picked up along this Bolinga and the 50% feed level, and it's up from there. USD, GBUSD, so USD JPY still up, reacted nicely. Yeah. So this is our expectation. Price should surge back up to the zone. If we go, look out 4 hour time frame and see what we're looking at. Here, definitely. Then possibly beyond of now. We here. Yeah. Is this an opportunity for the entry? Come on, push. The only valid setup so far for the day is gold, and it's actively respecting the zones, and as you can see, it's steadily surging, just respecting and moving correctly. So, like I said, the profit zone, looking at the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame, somewhere around 4,120 pounds of 4 hours. So, you got so here, just take profit from enjoy the trading. That's good. So we're still here. Gold is still respecting the zone and plotting the chart accordingly. This is what we have for the day so far and how price has been playing out. So we pick the lows to the highs, and currently on the 4 hour chart, you can see that price respected the 75% peak level, and on the 1 hour we still have it's respecting the zone. Yeah, above the midline currently, and looking at the 5 minutes time frame, give us confirmation here. It's still respecting. Right now, price is giving us an opportunity for a re-entry here and then to the upside. So we're still active. Gold is bullish. Gold is currently surging. You don't miss the opportunity. Commodities currently ahead for now. Let's look at what BTC is doing. All right, BTC as well, respecting, tested the 75% fee level, and looking at the 5 minutes chart frame, we have this. Like I said, let's try to meticulous about risk appetite, the SL where it's needed to be, and see if we can service something off this move. This is the good chart. Sure, Mike. Sure, sure. still anticipating the big move to the upside, and call it a very good trade. So surging pullback, it's the pullback got to the 75.1% fib level.